Hey everyone, Jessica Coulter here, and today we're going to be talking about how to prepare for high school. So I intended to do this earlier, around 2 o'clock, so sorry if you checked out my page and saw my message. Had a meeting run a little long, so thank you so much for your patience, and excited to tell you all about high school and how to prepare, no matter if you yourself or your child or someone you know is going to high school for the first time at a brick and mortar school, physical school, or virtual. So either way, these 3 tips are going to help you. So if this is relevant to you, if you've got a kiddo in mind, please let me know. Just click that like or heart button for me. And before we jump into all of that, just want to tell you some info about me, just in case you haven't watched any of my other videos or you stumbled on this by, some browsing or poking around on Facebook. Again, my name is Jessica Coulter, and I am the CEO and founder of Ace Cookie Tutoring. I work with students on the ACT. I help them increase their scores in the reading and English section specifically, as well as help students get A's on their papers and then increase their middle school math scores. So those are my 3 specialties. Would love to help you or your child out. So now we can move on to what I know you really want to know, which is how to prepare for high school. So if you watched yesterday's video about how to prepare for middle school, then you'll know why it is so important for your child to learn the physical layout of the school, or if going to virtual school, to get a chance to play around with the online platform. So the same thing applies to high school. If your child is coming from a different district and didn't get to go on orientation, or maybe he was sick that day, or with all this COVID thing, I imagine a lot of kids haven't gotten a chance to actually tour the high school they're going to go to. So definitely, wherever you are in the world, whenever high school opens up for you again, the physical school, schedule a tour. Learn where your child's classes are going to be, where his or her locker is, as well as the cafeteria. So those are going to make, high school so much easier for a child actually knowing what is where. And when it comes to virtual school, Schoology, Google Classroom, all those online platforms, they're very different, and there's a good chance that the one used at your child's high school is not going to be the same one at the middle school. So learning how to turn in assignments, how to open different tabs, makes it so much easier, again, to be successful in high school. So before I move on, I am offering a high school preparedness checklist. And you can get that in my Facebook group, Students Aiming for A's. So you'll see that link in the description. It's facebook.com/groups/A's for students. So again, that link's in the description. Would love to see you there and get you a bunch of free study tips, educational resources, as well as that checklist. So let's go ahead and move on to that second tip for getting ready for high school. And that is to investigate and participate in extracurricular activities. So hopefully, Mom and Dad, you had a great experience in high school and remember all of the fun activities you participated in. Well, there are going to be way more at the high school level than at the middle school level. So you've got to encourage your kiddo to kind of break out of his shell or her shell and figure out what he's really interested in, she really likes, and, take advantage. Because all those extracurriculars are going to look great on a resume, on a scholarship application, and they're also going to help your child make some friends that are, hopefully like-minded, interested in the same things. And these extracurriculars could very easily help your child decide on a college major or lead him or her into a career. So extracurriculars, a lot of fun, and hopefully, and can be, very eye-opening. So what do you guys think? Are we getting something out of this? You learning something? I really hope so. So if you're liking the video, tap that like or heart button for me, or drop a GIF in the comments just to let me know how excited you are about these ideas and how ready you're feeling for high school. So one more tip for you, and that is to learn study skills now. So high school, way more strenuous when it comes to academics than any other level. Most kids in high school struggle academically, and that's because they've got to work about the PSAT, the ACT, and SAT. So depending on, again, where in the world, where in the states you are, That is a big deal. Standardized tests are. There's also the fact that GPA, that is going to be majorly affected by your students' study habits and time management skills. And that's because if your child doesn't know how to use a planner or agenda, he or she is not going to do assignments on time, or study for projects, or study for tests, I should say, or complete those projects on time. So your child has got to learn how to time manage, and that might require, mom or dad to sit down and figure out exactly what the purpose of an agenda is. Now, there's also the idea of taking notes and just studying to study. So, your kid needs to get these skills down before college or before his or her first job, because it is going to be so much easier and so much easier to be successful if these skills are learned now. So every night, even if there's no homework to be done, no test tomorrow, help your child learn to work on homework. It could be as simple as planning when to study for an upcoming test, or figure out, okay, this is exactly how I'm going to do this project that's due in 3 weeks. I'm going to do 10 minutes today, 20 minutes tomorrow, going to talk to the teacher on Monday. Whatever it is, your child needs to get those kind of action steps planned out. So that is everything I have for you. Those are the 3 tips I want to share with you in the video. So if you want any more help with preparing for school, join my Facebook group. Again, the link's in the description. And as soon as you join the group, you will get free study tips, checklist, and educational resources, so your child can and will ace the classes he or she is going to be in this year in high school, as well as any future classes. So thank you so much, guys, for tuning this video. Again, I apologize for it not being quite at 2 as planned, but I will be here on Thursday at 2 o'clock to tell you all about how to prepare for college. So thanks so much for watching, and make sure you join my group so you can get that checklist and be prepared for all upcoming classes and high school this year. Thanks so much, guys.